Welcome back to Love Through Insight. Look, what if I told you that when a woman expresses intense physical desire, it's often about something much, much deeper than just a physical itch? Today's explainer is going to completely shatter the illusions we have about intense passion and soul-level connection. If you're ready to move past the basic hormone talk and step into real, undeniable intimacy, stick with me, because this is absolutely going to change the way you see relationships forever.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We've been heavily conditioned, right? We're taught to think of love as this soft, hug in the rain, like a cozy little blanket that protects us from the harsh world. But Carl Jung, he taught something radically different. He believed that real, passionate love is actually more like a mirror in the storm. It's this sacred fire that confronts us, burns away our false selves, and completely transforms who we are. So, think about this. What is she really asking for when passion is at an all-time high? Like I said, it's rarely just a physical itch that needs scratching. It's a profound invitation. She's asking you to meet her at her depth, using deep psychology. She wants to see firsthand if you can hold space for her intensity without shrinking back or trying to control her. To step out of that basic hormone talk and into true soul-level intimacy, we're going to look at the sacred mirror framework. This breaks down into 3 crucial steps. Pillar 1 is presence, Pillar 2 is listening to the unspoken, and Pillar 3 is emotional intelligence. Let's start right off with Pillar 1, presence over possession. Jung gave us a brilliant warning here. He wrote, "Where love reigns, there is no will to power." You see, when a woman feels that intense pull toward you, it's incredibly easy for the ego to think it somehow owns that moment or owns her body. But possession, that's really just fear wearing a mask of passion. If you react to her desire like a starving man trying to cage her, that desire instantly turns into suffocating pressure. True love doesn't dominate, guys. It liberates. So the absolutely crucial shift here is moving from the anxious ego to the grounded man. You have to move away from the dependency of saying, "I need you to breathe," to the wholeness of saying, "I'm already breathing, and I just choose to breathe beside you." Make sense? She doesn't need someone who gets completely thrown off balance by her desire. She needs a man who can stand inside that tension without losing himself. Which leads us to ask, can you stand steady when the heat rises? Nothing, and I mean literally nothing, makes a man more magnetic than his self-control. A wise man rules himself. By staying incredibly grounded, you're silently telling her, "Hey, your mess doesn't scare me because I faced mine too." And boom, just like that, you've created a completely safe space for her to be fully wild. Okay, moving right along to Pillar 2, listening to the unspoken. Stepping into the psychology of this, we know the body speaks what the heart hides. Jung defines this hidden realm as the shadow. These are the parts of our soul that are raw, messy, unfiltered, and usually kept hidden from the polite, everyday world. When she expresses intense passion, she's actually letting her guard down and revealing her rawest self to you. Because let's be honest, anybody can love a polite smile, right? Anybody can love the good days, the filtered version of a person. But truly supporting her means accepting her shadow, not just her smile. It means being that mirror we talked about, reflecting her wild beauty and her power back to her without judging her intensity or trying to calm her down. Jung gave us the ultimate tool for this. He said, knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. By just sitting in that messy middle with her, without trying to fix it, without trying to change it or run away from it, you are providing the exact spiritual surgery needed for real healing. And that brings us to Pillar 3, an atmosphere of freedom. This is all about using your emotional intelligence to respond to her energy, not just the words coming out of her mouth. When she invites you into her depth, she is looking for a man who can navigate those unseen emotional currents with total grace. A relationship should never feel like a rigid job description with a list of expectations and penalties. Intimacy only thrives in an atmosphere of absolute inner freedom, where she feels completely untrapped. So, to become a sacred witness to her, you have to make her feel deeply valued and understood. You aren't just giving her physical pleasure. You are giving her the absolute freedom to be her truest, most on-fire self. You watch her fly and you celebrate her wings, instead of trying to chain them down. Which brings us to our core resolution today. Choose yourself first. Here's the ultimate twist that Jung teaches us. To handle a powerful woman and her fiery passion, you must first be a whole man. As Jung wrote, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. You simply cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't enter love from a place of emotional hunger or dependency. You have to fall for yourself unapologetically and powerfully, deeply rooted in your own self-worth. If this explainer shook something inside you today, hit that subscribe button to join our community of rare souls. And I want you to leave a comment below with the words, "I choose me," to affirm that you're ready to grow into the kind of whole, grounded man that a powerful woman deserves. Because never forget, the greatest love story you'll ever live is the one where you finally fall for yourself. I'm gonna leave you with this provocative thought as you step back into your life. The next time she reaches for you, don't just give her your attention, give her your presence. Will you remain a slave to the body offering just a quick, anxious reaction? Or will you rise as the grounded man her soul is actually asking for, offering your profound, unshakable presence? The choice is entirely yours. I'll see you in the next one.